All right, this video is specifically for Studio 3 Resume, and you're going to have to make some kind of an asymmetrical kind of grid system. And you could use your rulers, right, to kind of pull out areas. You'll do something like this, right? But more importantly, what I want to talk about is using the text boxes and how to space them properly and give you a trick. Now, if I was doing this, I would likely, well, you might have some header that maybe takes up this area. I don't know what you're going to do with your header. It doesn't have to be there. It could be on the same thing. But as far as the bulk of the text, what I would do is do it in two different texts. So I might put one here, and I'll go to, and then I'll put one, say, over here, and do everything that way, right? So I do all that, and I use all my character styles and my paragraph styles rather, and all this stuff to do everything. But you may find yourself building a lot of text frames. So you may have something like, instead of doing this as all one thing, you do like this, and I'm just going to go ahead and fill it with type, fill with placeholder text here. And like, you might have like this. You might pull different text frames. Now this is a really easy way to introduce problems, because notice here I grab these out and this space are different. We want those spaces to be exactly the same. Now you could do this mathematically, right? You could figure out the distance and using, where is this on the X? Where is this on the, on the X-axis or whatever axis? But there's a far easier trick that I can show you. And that trick is going to be to build yourself a box. And so what I do is I would just go right on the baseline of this text and go to the, just the top of that box right there. And I'm going to turn this box into just a black box here. And so now I just make sure that it's right there on the baseline of this text, right there. That feels pretty good. And so what I would do then is, to make sure that this box is at the same thing, I just go ahead and either make a copy or just drag that exact same box down, get it to the baseline, and get that thing to snap. And so now, right, perfectly distanced, perfect spacing. Trust me when I say I will notice almost instantly uneven spacing. Right, we're pattern recognition machines on top of, I've been a designer for a long time. I'm very keened in on this. Not to mention you'll be submitting your InDesign files, and I can just look, is it more distant? So make sure when you're making choices of space and say you want these three sections to be, equally distant, that you make sure that they're actually equally distant and they're not just like slightly off, right? So all of this matters: spacing, alignment. It's very important.